Hi, this is a test for the Smart Brain. Smart Brain goes between your IDE or your interface and your API provider. It uses a lot of services like semantic cache, Smart Brain, RAG retrieval, model routing, and other systems inside in order to make things cheaper and faster for you. It also remembers everything about you, so you don't need a context window. Anytime you do anything, it will remember everything about you all the time. I created this interface to show you how cheaper it is when you use the Smart Brain. In the right side, we have the direct routing through our Opus API. In the left side, we have the smart routing through Opus API, but using the smart systems here. So let's see how fast it's work and of course how cheaper it gets if you use this model. Let's start with a very simple question. One very important thing about the Smart Brain is that the longer you use it, the smarter it becomes and more efficient. I will get some random tests from the internet. We write the same prompt that goes to both models. Actually, it's the same model, but it's both ways. So we send it directly through API and through our system. Let's see how it's going to work. So the direct route took 63 seconds. Using our system took only 17 seconds. Basically, it did the same thing, but here we have way more content that we basically don't need it. So this is a lot of money. We took our script, it's exactly what we asked for. So this verbose text, we don't need it. Price 90.8% cheaper using our system and also faster. Let's go with a second prompt. Okay, so this took 4 times longer. We've got the same script, but this one is verbose. I don't know if it's better or not. Maybe it might be better, but we have a lot of tokens spent here and a lot of time for things we don't need. A lot of text, a lot of comments, things we don't need. Using our system, we get exactly what we ask for. So, total cost. The output is important. We have an output of 301 tokens against 9,000. So this is 30 times cheaper in tokens than this answer. Okay, I did not expect this, to be honest. 30 times cheaper in tokens. Okay, let's go try testing with a document. We take a random document from internet and let's ask for a briefing.
Tell me what this document is about. Please be short in words. I want a short brief only.
Now both models should give a very cheap answer. Let's see. Okay, the direct API already gave the answer. This one took 4 seconds, this one took 10 seconds, but we can see the difference in tokens. I'll tell you right now. The problem is that when you send a document to through the direct API, the documents, it's 4 to 7 times more expensive in tokens than if you convert it locally in text. So our Smart Brain has converted the document using a Python script locally and sent only the text to the model. That's why we have 16 times less input tokens with documents. And output tokens we still way cheaper as number of tokens, but the price it's always cheaper because most of our content comes from smart brain, cache, RAG, and routing model. Sometimes our smart brain uses several models, cheaper one or local ones, to make your content way cheaper. So our test shows us 96.1 reduction in cost. So using the smart brain, you usually pay over 90% less than you actually do. So it's 10 times cheaper than using direct API. So if you spend 10,000 euros per month on API tokens, just plug smart brain into your system and you'll spend 1,000 only. If you are a bigger company or a government and you spend 1 million per month, you'll spend only 100,000 or less, because the more you use it, the smarter it becomes and the cheaper it becomes. This system can be plugged in any type of IDE or interface. You can plug it in Cloud Code, in Cursor, in VS Code. You can use it as an API if you have your own interface. You have an administrative panel. You have a supervisor panel where you can create departments, employees, customers, and so on. It's a very sophisticated system, works for governments, for corporations, for small companies, for anyone you want. This interface you see here, I made it for test to see the difference between using Smart Brain and Direct API, but it has its own interfaces. Now I hope you understand how important is my system and my technologies, and this shows you that this kind of system you cannot find it on open source, you cannot find it at any junior level or something like this. So if you want a smart brain, I'm here for you.